ba ba ba. Ooh. Is there even anybody here? No, it doesn't matter. We're to record the footage for later. The rest is nothing but filler! Gosh. Telling people streaming before we call it a day. My weekend sucked. I'm just gonna get that out of my system right here, right dang now. My weekend sucked. Pretty much everything I was gonna have going got canceled. Honestly, the stream was almost on the verge of getting canceled too. Well, the Friday stream did get canceled. Let's not even pretend that that didn't happen. That's really one of those most magical times of the year. Oh my God, I'm so mad. The stupid thing wasn't even worth it. It wasn't even worth canceling the whole stream over. When I had to play it safe. The soup was terrible. Couldn't even make good soup. All I want for Christmas is soup. Wouldn't that be nice? If the soup was actually good. Gosh! I'm so mad about the soup. I know about the games being cancelled well ahead of time. But the soup! It's tomato fucking soup! With meatballs! How do you make that taste like nothing? How do you mess that up? God, I'm so mad about it. It's just not fair, man. It's just not fair. If you wish, you may insert that very sad Spider-Man thing where the weird music plays and he's like sulking. Imagine that's a hell of a lot more interesting than that really happened, which is all so goddamn mad. I just want this thing to be over, and it's just not. I'm so mad. Where? Well, I don't think anyone's gonna show up. It's a terrible Saturday. A Saturday where everything goes wrong. So I'm not really expecting anyone to show up anyway. But I am like tired because I just did some exercises and I went for a walk. I've been doubling up lately. Well, if life's just gonna throw me an old banana twist, let's actually get going. Where were we again? If I recall correctly, our last major event was oh god, it was a whole thing, right? Oh my god, how could I forget? So they went on a little date. The date went terribly. Inko went to go get some pizza, beat up Mia, went viral. Gosh. Looking back at it, that was not great. But I think this fic has earned it. It's good enough in other places that I'm like, you have fun with it. It was a nice mess. It didn't do that thing that some fics do where they're like, this scene obviously does not make sense or work. And so they pull that bullshit move where they're like, and they like intentionally add this really forced twist just to make, oh no, of course we're not doing that. We're not Gary suing at all. That's all I'm saying. And then they went back to Olivia's place, who apparently lives next to the Paynes. So here we go. The streets are dark and everyone seems to be in their homes. It's just me and Olivia's dad out here. No more lies, got it. I nod. I guess that was the answer he was expecting so soon after he shot me a glance. Hold on, we know exactly what goes on. Do I want this? Or do I want thoughts thinking? I like thoughts thinking a bit more. I feel this a bit more. Yes, sir. Good. We continue walking. Tell me, why did you two break up? We had a fight. We realized he was just becoming a new normal, so we just... And she bit you? I didn't respond immediately. I needed to think of my answer. I made her do it. He looks at me with an irritated face. Okay, not really, but I did say mean things. I told her she could bite me. She really feels like... He hasn't said anything. Well, she said mean things beforehand, too. You were already on bad terms due to a previous fight. I think that's the point where you should be like, yeah, this ain't going nowhere. And why did that happen? I was out early that day, so I figured I could take Olivia somewhere. I've been on a date with her for over a year, at least at that point. She was with a journalist or whatever, and I said something I wasn't supposed to do to or something. I went silent again, but he insisted I continue. Go on. Why did you even... Why not just have a trailing ellipses and then just have to go on? Communicates the same core idea. Well, I waited her at home. You mean you waited on her at home? I waited on her at home. Well, I don't know if that's a better one. But she arrived hours later than expected. The interview went... Why does it just say, but she arrived hours later? This does not imply that she did something wrong or that this was out of order. The interview went on for a long time, but in the end it wasn't what Olivia wanted. Because the other party wanted to include a disability. Yeah, I remember when she used to talk, but how much she hated pity. It was, about some painting she made that year or something. It was, that was when she was still going to high school, though. Yeah, Dreamscape. A war-winning piece, I know. Anyway, go on. She lets out her anger as usual. I've been dealing with this side of her for years. I finally just opened my mouth. She was going on about how everyone and everything made in the universe was somehow against her or something. I told her how stubborn she was being, and why that's hindering her career. Should have told her that long before. That everyone has their own struggles or something. I don't know. Almost always, I just give a thumbs up to whatever she's doing. And she gets angry and we argue. And the vase broke. Then the vase broke, so we stopped. She did talk to me for 2 days until the next fight happened. I stopped, and so does he. I thought I was making her happy. In a way I did, but I made her worse. Bitter, resentful. I guess that's why she stopped respecting me. I don't know. I thought that was enough. I've been letting her lash out at me for too long. Why did you do that? Because I'm a spineless coward, like she said. I don't want her to hate me. I want to keep our relationship. She would get sour and angry. When I told her that... Wait. She would get sour and angry when I told her that she was wrong. Oh, that's you might want to rephrase that. Because your core statements is trailing. I wanted to keep our relationship, but whenever I told her she was wrong, she would get sour and angry. Works way better. Because you're trailing the thesis. That's what triggered our first breakup. Like, you can do that, but it's not really how Inko talks. That's what triggered our first breakup. I told her to apologize for insulting people. She said she wasn't in the wrong, and I told her that she made me look bad. I don't think anyone knows who you are, Inko. Yeah, I said that. Because I was afraid of how I would look in front of others. I mean, I tolerated her just bullying me for years. That was fine. But that one was... because I was afraid of how I would look in front of others. I didn't want to save her image too, but... I never forget her wailing that night. I betrayed her just like everyone else. She was my Savarudo. And I... sort of how her feelings didn't matter compared to my social status. Sure, her behavior during that day was unacceptable, but still, I should have waited for things to calm down. I wiped the wetness from my eyes. And we broke up. I couldn't do it. I stopped enjoying life. I loved her. I begged her to take me back. She did. And I decided I should never upset her again. That only her opinion mattered. I would only seek her approval, a validation. If it meant that she would stay with me, but that made it worse somehow. She would tell me all these ideas, which would be showered. She would tell me all these ideas, which would be showered with affirming affection by me. But then the answer would have different thoughts about the same ideas. You're kind of contorting a worldview at that point. My throat feels heavy again. You're not hip with the kids, Senator. My throat feels heavy again. I would tell her how amazing she is, and how much of a genius she is. Now, the world just doesn't understand her yet. I guess my words were of value to her. She would get excited, only to return home with anger and sadness again. She started caring about my opinions after a while. Mr. Halford continues to stare at my eyes. I can't really tell what he's thinking. I messed up. I broke her heart when she needed me the most. I tried to fix things, but I made them worse instead. Only I didn't fill her with the false premise that only her struggle matters. And only she understands a mentor. That's why she did that egotistical speech with anger at everyone. What happened at the form was partly my fault. Droplets form near my eyes. That's called condensation, Inko. Was it my fault? Because of me that she turned out like this? My guilt is killing me. I can never go back and fix my mistakes, but I just don't know what to do. We agreed to end things, but I love her. I know it's for the... With a swoosh! A fucking swoosh! I'm yanked into a hug. Woo! Swoosh! The dam is finally open. I'll let tears leave my eyes. You're fired! Be gone! The baryonyx is tall, but I happen to be a neckite, so it isn't that awkward. He doesn't have any tits, man. What are you talking about? Of course, Olivia's dad is one of those dads where it's like, oh, the women come to my belly button, and they keep describing me as huge manly with my huge hands that swallow up their heads. I let my head rest on his shoulder. I hug him back, though, with less force. I could probably kill me just by applying force to his hug. I know how it feels to lose someone you really, really love. Father-in-law lore? Oh, fuck off, Inko. I mean, would have been father-in-law lore. I still don't know what happened to Olivia's mother. I mean, admittedly, it's kind of a weird topic. I figured it would come up during the wedding vows. Inko, when did you think that was going to come up? Maybe you would never learn. Maybe you would die never knowing. What the heck is this? What the heck? Gosh. Okay, at least you still got time. If you want to set it right, that is. If you believe it's best to part ways, then do so. I try to control my whimper. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. I still love her, but I do what comes naturally, kid. I can see that you're finally aware of your mistakes. What are you talking about? But don't think that's all on you. You can't just blame yourself for her choices and actions. You can, however, become better Help her out. If you want to, that is. I don't like how much the story is. I mean, I guess it's the dad saying this. I feel like anyone else should be like, Inko, just leave and come back later. Now is not the time. Go eat a banana, Inko. Get that potassium! It's very important for mending relationships. What if I'm just setting her up for failure again? I don't want to hurt her anymore. Just because of my selfishness. Just because I don't want to leave her. She doesn't need to suffer again. Hello, Mo. You both suffered. Because you both made mistakes. What if she doesn't want me back? What if she only does it because I'm such a lame loser? What if she looks me in the eyes and goes, Inko, stop it with the puppy dog eyes. And I'm like, wee. And she takes me back. But only because I'm such a sad sack. Is that true love? And also Scary Dave. Wow. I have 2 mods to stop the onslaught of chats. Wow. I feel ready. Oh, please, that girl sucks at hiding what she feels. You know, she looks at you. Please, Dad. She deserves better than this sack of potatoes. But she hasn't been like this for years. Just because she had a wake-up call, just like you. Echo, listen. One bad thing happened to the 2 of you that involved the cops. It's fine now. All you need to do to fix your relationship is get the police involved. Be glad it was something bigger, like finding the cops to your squadron mate. What war are you talking about, man? Hey, he's dropping hits. I don't think you tell me about his life to shit. Why do you fucking care, Inko? Like, as a player, it makes sense because you want to explore the world. But as a narrative conceit, why would Inko give a shit? Be honest with yourself and with her. It's the first time I heard this. I will. Start being honest with yourself. This is nice. Don't make it weird. What's so funny? Your reactions to say what we first start. Ugh. Runs in the family, I guess. This guy's awesome. Man, just give him a kiss already. You're swooning over this dad way too much. And he's swooning over you way too much. He just wants to have that weird son-in-law relationship. I think I'm gonna get up for like a hot second. Because I think I'm bleeding. Well, at least it wasn't that. Where were we? Anyway, this Inko's doting over his would-be father-in-law, I guess. How'd you come down? I can finally confused. What exactly happened? What? I'm a father. Listen. Come on, my weekend's been such hot dog shit, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if I suddenly start bleeding. My weekend's been hot garbage. I complained about the beginning of the stream. All I'm gonna say is that pretty much everything that can go wrong has gone wrong, and I'm very angry about it. I'm so mad. I'm surprised this stream was able to happen. I'm her father, but I am not going to simply defend her mistake. This is the reason why Saurians were rarely issued knives, Inko. Especially when they deployed in human majority zones. There's a whole documentation about how nasty military in two world wars. There were 2? It was never implied that you had World War I. I can't believe that dinosaurs are Nazis. Which is basically attack you with a knife. No, a chainsaw. Chainsaws are impractical weapons, though. This is serious. I just can't look away, especially when the predator's my daughter. Yeah, are we doing the Zootopia thing? Because I'm fine with that. Yeah, I shouldn't brush it up like a regular couple fight. It's also worth pointing out that, like, yeah, you touched her, but you didn't... You weren't physical. Olivia just decided to take a big old bite out of you. Like, I don't know where Olivia just decided that the solution to this problem was to violently and viciously attack you. If I'm in the middle of a conversation with someone, I'm like, give me up top, bro, and I hold out my hand for a high five, and then I grab his wrist and, like, bump fists together in that cringe way, like, yeah, yeah, and he just suddenly grabs out a knife and disembowels me. I think he's overreacting just a bit. I feel like we need to talk about this escalation that's happening. Especially if I almost bleed to death. I'm just saying I have standards. What do you want to happen? I don't know what he suggests. I don't know about the prison, but I want her to kill you. You know, I'd be pretty sad if my daughter was in prison. But honestly, I'd also be pretty sad if she's a murderer. Domestic assault. Domestic violence, right? That's fine. Attempted murder or manslaughter? That's fine. But if she is in prison, I'm done. If she actually takes someone's life, I'm done. Sure, they talk about how things led to this is a good insight, but this conversation lacks a conclusion. Shut up, author man. You can't talk about your creative process like that. I see. I'm not sure about anything else right now. I feel like the way you should say it is like we haven't really gotten an action plan, right? We need something to do. Like you need to make a decision. What the hell? What the hell? What is someone posting? Homestuck. What happens when you start running out of movie titles after racking up thousands of years of film history? Several attractive female. Oh, this is all the title. Oh, that's the joke. Great. What else got to decide anything? I'm really starting to hate this feeling. Well, Inko, let me tell you a little fun secret. There's a good reason why in the army, one of the things the drill sergeant makes you do is loudly declare, yes, sergeant. Because, my God, are there so many people in the world who will just not tell you to your face what they want. They won't say, yes, that is a good idea. I would love to do that idea. They'll just kind of beat around the bush. And like, yeah, I guess we could, maybe. No assurances, no solid, concrete action, right? No fucking cool, let's do that. I got my own ideas. I know just what I'm gonna do. No, just this kind of, it sounds like a fun one, I guess. No confirmation of like, yeah, let's do that. Go prep right now. Nothing. I fucking hate it. How I have to be the guy with the goddamn whip. Where there's a whip, there's a way. My arm's getting tired from this whip. It makes me feel like a jerk that no one has the fucking gusto to say something for once. Every fucking conversation is so exhausting when I have to peel the answers off of them. Like the skin of an orange. I know what school should teach. Confidently asserting your opinion on things. Oh my God. It's so damn tiring. Grenade! Private! Throw it back! Yeah. If you're not direct with drills, they will assume you want to push the earth down for... Listen, Arthur, listen, people like to say that. But the truth is, if people don't do that, the earth will get into a wrong orbit. You're fixing earth orbit. Be proud, soldier. If you want a different perspective, here's mine. Having you attacked her, I'd cut you in 4 and burn the remains. I'm sorry. Could Inko even have done anything? Do you think Inko would have done any damage? Like, could you... Listen, I need to seriously talk about this. This is a serious situation of domestic abuse. You can't be the fucking dad who's like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna slice you to pieces and cut your eyes out. When it's like, bitch! It already happened. She's already attacked him. He's already the victim. You can't say, well, if it was the other way around, because it's not. You've already had one scenario happen, you dumb motherfucker. You can't suddenly go and point at Inko and go, you know, if you decide to be a meanie about this. No, this is not the time. This is not the place. You are not the person. You can't fucking do this. What you are doing is you are delegitimizing a victim. You are telling someone who is a survivor of domestic abuse and potential manslaughter, you know, go fuck yourself. Fuck you. Don't have this conversation. Don't pretend that Inko is in the position to do this. He isn't. He was never going to be. Jesus fucking Christ. This shit you don't do. You were doing so well, author. Jesus. Inko, I'm a tech, you know. Plat. Ow, my bones. Exactly. Or the Levy officer doing that, but you know, the complexity of things from revelations of the social lack of interest in men being abused by women. So, could you fucking acknowledge that you're being an asshole? Could you be a different kind of father? Different people give you different advice, or even try to intervene. What should I do? Man, you really are dense. Everybody wasn't exaggerating, I guess. Could you fucking put your pedal off the gas of wanting to break Inko in half? The man is suffering. He wants your advice. And he's clearly lost. You can't expect the lost man to start taking steps when he's worried that he'll only make the wrong one. You dense motherfucker. You're the dense one. I guess I'm telling you that no matter who you ask, you're gonna get. You want to get. Yeah, because it's about you, Inko. That's really what you should say. This is Olivia's dad, which makes it all the weirder, in a weird way. Can't get a shot. Okay. Actually, there's. Figure it out yourself. Finally. Not like anybody else could do anything. I mean, we're two adults who can't separate you. And we can't even prove was the case of the rescue. I feel like you could, in a sense, but you could something would also would be. I like how he's like. So the big problem I have with this, right, is like, remember that Inko did kind of lie to the cops about this, and he's like, yeah, I know about that, and he's still like, Inko, I'd cut you in half. Inko has already demonstrated that he really cares about Olivia to the point that he wants to keep her out of jail, and you're still gonna fucking threaten to murder him? Could you fuck off? What is it with these people who write these fics and having like a fucking massive boner for a hate dad? Just jack off to him already, author. Just jack off. Blow your cum all over the computer screen because you just can't stop thinking about it. Jesus. Do these people not know that Randy was meant to be like, hey, you do know that Snoop Game's dad is kind of fucked up, right? Like, I honestly wonder if they got rid of Olivia's dad just because, like, the author was like, we're writing him like that. Then if Inko was savage, he would say, like, if you spend more time with your daughter, maybe this wouldn't have happened. I feel like that's the one context in which it's justified that he would beat the shit out of him. Because that's like the one situation where it's like, Inko, you overstepped another boundary here, buddy. Jack off to hate He's the right Safi. No. You gotta write it properly. You gotta write it Safi T. Crook coming right at you. No, not that last part. It made me look like a freak. Inko, you are a freak. They can't really prove anything, especially when the victim is denying it. You can get Olivia to admit it since she was okay with it when we were at the hospital. I don't know what would have happened if I still denied the nature of the event. Just say you got hit by one of those crocodile clamps you used to pin up, we used to have these little crocodile clamps you could put, like, on the end of a towel so that it had a little loop you could hang it from. Not that I want anything serious or permanent having right now. Not when I think not when I can't think straight. Well, I'm not gonna tell you to fuck off and do everything by yourself. We're just sending people to become better. Now it's my turn to give to the youth. Dude, how old are you? Whatever you do, it can't just be something brushing off. She's being nice to you now. AKA, buddy, she might still be fucked up. I don't know if I'd be missing an arm next time we meet. Maybe she did change, but doesn't let go easily. Blah blah blah. I feel like as the dad, you should be a bit more concrete about this. I feel if I was this dad, right, I'd be a lot more like, listen, I haven't seen my daughter in forever, and I've been kind of neglecting her. But, like, coming back and finding out that this is what she's like, I feel like it's best for both of you to, like, take a little time apart. You know? Like, I have the feeling that maybe I fucked up. And maybe it's on her. It's a SpongeBob shtick. Are you sure? You were the one who hurt her. God, that's such a good joke. I guess he's right. If what happened is surely my fault, shouldn't I change my behavior to fix it? If what happens is her fault, then shouldn't I change my behavior to show my honest feelings? You know, I got assaulted by my wife, but it's my fault that she did it. I shouldn't have been so biteable. Victim blaming is the solution. Like, I know that Inko is kind of like the problem in like the conceptual sense, in like the narrative sense, but like, it's very different when it turns into actual domestic abuse, because at that point a line gets crossed. One, she's just a bitch. In the other, she kind of had it as an attempted murder case. You know, she escalated things. She escalated things here. Can just bang and get over it. Fuck. Yeah, we've been trying to bang it over before, but it certainly doesn't work. Inko, Inko, please. You can't just tell the dad that you've been fucking and say like, well, I've been strangling every fetus, you know? Don't worry, Inko, I have a solution to all your problems, and does Inko's tether line. No, that's the only thing keeping them from blowing me into the stratosphere. No! There he goes. Bye, Inko. It's nice nice seeing you. Oh, god damn it. Fuck me up. Fuck me up, fam. Where'd it go? There it is. Man, I am so tired. Gotta looking at some updates. Man, Enno Medieval is still not updated. That's so sad. Wanna be the Gator as though? As recently as 2 weeks ago. Nice. Man, Enno Medieval's a 38 chapters. How the hell that happened? What happened? When this happened? Tory game. Updated in shit. Huh. What a weird thing to think about. I wanna write. I gotta be honest, right? I'm tired. Safi. Big T Crook. No, it's just Safi T Crook. Technically, that T isn't even in there, but. Man, I want to write. I want to get back to my old writing stuff. Feel like I'm doing shit. Although, to be honest, what I really want to do is I want to throw something at some people that I know. I'm just so mad. Just so fucking pissed off about the fact that it feels like I'm the only person who tries in so many situations and circumstances. It just drives me up the damn wall. Just want to scream. I want to grab Godzilla by the lapels and toss him out the window. Or her, sorry, excuse me. Saphion is the Green Mountain Fire Boss. Alright, where were we? What the fuck, man? Rizzo just said. And just when we were getting close, all you fears I could think about a sec. So, I'm sorry. I feel like picking up the shards. I mean, I'm already in a horrible mood, but also I don't like this. I don't like the fact that he's cognizant of the fact that it's like, oh, just when we're getting close, all you think about a sex. Also, surely a man of his age could be able to contextualize what Inko is saying is that they've tried to use sex as a means of compensating for things. I don't like this. It feels so primitive, right? It feels so fucking primitive. It's what a barbarian would tell you. A barbarian who doesn't even think. It's so primitive. It's so like this man was born yesterday and given a script to follow. Terraria has a board game, I've just been told. I can't believe it. I refuse to accept it. Oh, man. I'm so mad, man. That's it. If I had enough, I'm going to Vegas. Inko, Shards, Nito. See, Senators got this figured out. Throw oranges at them. Banish the demon. The demon scurvy from them. I'm still pissed off about that one person. About getting a haircut. And they were like, I'm not going to cut it any shorter. I'm like, why not? Oh, actually, Kyo, if you remind me that you're doing this out of my daughter's pants ever again. She wears sweats. Then you get off because you're the rest. I want to go to jail. Fuck it. Why is this so important to you? It like what am I missing? Why do I suddenly feel like the most alien man? Oh man. The real compiled PC version of Duke Nukem Zero got a key. Wait, wait, hold on. 0 Hour. I remember that one. Well, I have to take a look. I'm sorry, dude. I'm playing that. If oh man, holy shit! I have been meaning to play that. I don't think you understand, man. I wanted to get this going, but I was like, man, I cannot play this N64 garbage control scheme. Oh, with fucking mouse, man, that'd be great. I mean, the platform is probably gonna suck ass. Ooh. Turns to dust. Oh, no. I am old. By the way, that shitty V Angel Scale of Auxiliary Decade. It is? I mean, that would make sense. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say again, right? I think the big goddamn problem with Angel's Scale Wings at this point in history. Digital Deluxe upgrade? What even does that do? It's not 10 years old. We're like a year off of 10. Release date is January 2017. That makes a bit more sense, I guess. Um. Oh my god, this fucking intro trailer. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say about this anyway. It's too long. It's been too long. Right? It's been too long. I don't know why we have this dating thing and then we have this fucking vault and the secrets and the corpse killer and everything. It feels like it tries to be too many things at once. It doesn't live up to the mystery, it doesn't live up to the investigation, it doesn't live up to the romance. Could have been one thing and it could have been great at it, but it's been 10 years, man. It's been 10 years, man. I want to replay it again just to remind myself. I appreciate that one of the top helpful reviews has the Adine. I mean, Adine has got a certain quality to it, right? No matter how much you like him or you don't like him. Adine has got that photogenetics going on, you know. I don't know why I'm old. I would not play. God, it's a terrible joke. I'm not going to finish that thought. Adine got them wing grabbies. Check out the shitty and already mods for it. No. No. Anyway, we got a shit dad who again does the fucking shit dad thing. I feel like I understand that he's not been involved in Olivia's life very much, but could he have some fucking personality? That's not like just the guy from Snoot Game again. So tell me about that huggy. So this is the bit. Go along. Hard contest, sabotage my entry in. I really never asked why she did do it. I told her I can't hate her. I should have asked her. Tried to understand everything for getting here. Still got time to ask. You know, I wonder if the reason why you got to get 4 points minimum to get the best ending is because there is that mix. No. To get the best ending, you still got to do the rain scene, and you got to get Ben's story, which I think requires you get the points for the two of them. I think both games have like a moment where you get 2 points for 1 point for each. So it's like you got if you miss it, I don't know, man. Still got down ass for 3 years back. You're like 21, man. You've wasted. I can't believe I wasted my life. I'm 20 years old. I'm so goddamn tired. Well, we'll never get our wasted years back. It's been an. Oh, shit. Now, there's some good fucking news. I'm gonna need a minute. One moment, please. Sorry. Someone posted a cute videos of their dog. How am I supposed to say no? How am I supposed to know it's cute dog videos? I know who you really are. Pulled off the mask, Dad. Hi, son. I found the milk. Wait, you weren't lying about that? I thought you were a liar, Dad. God dang it. Ugh. Seriously though, it's been like a month, Inko. Don't even pretend that your life is over. You've known her for like less than your life. Look, what are you talking about? Easy to put your shit together. Your actions affect me as well. Break hard again, I'll make you suffer. That sounds like a great reason to not date Olivia. You don't need the heartbreak, and also the dad is going to consider murdering you. Staying indecisive for a long time is enough for your match for too. Blah blah. Wow, I hate this. Don't know what happened to you. It sounds miserable. I'm miserable now. You had so much going for you. I kind of want to go back to the Toho reference. Do I, though? I kind of just want to cut the stream here and now, because it seems that I can't have anything. To the point that even the fucking thick is going to hell. When I first met, I thought you were gonna kill me, but now I'm glad I met you, sir. Then he's walk in silence. I was gonna kill you. It's so funny when you say you're gonna murder an abuse victim who almost died. You beat cancer. I'm gonna kill you now. What a great joke. What a fucking great time to tell a great joke. You know, after I rape an innocent child, I'm gonna be like, well, you know, at least the condom didn't break. Funny, ain't it? Jesus Christ. Like, that's the problem I have. It's like, it's so unwilling to... God, fuck it, damn it, man. Would it kill you to stick to the fucking tone? Like, I really like it when people write Ripley, and Ripley understands that, like, after Anon is like, listen, my shit sucks. Right? And then Ripley's like, oh, I thought you were just some smarmy-ass rich kid, you know? You were just some punk kid. But I kind of like it when Ripley's an actual dad, instead of, like, an abuser, which is what they come across as. Your reward for surviving abuse is more abuse. Yeah, that's the problem. It's like, I see where Olivia fucking gets it from, if apparently her dad is just as willing. What, did you hit your wife, Mr. Halford? Because it sounds like you hit your fucking wife. Is that why she died? You hit her a little too hard? Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm just telling a joke, sir! I do think it's on point for Inko to grin like an idiot. I also don't like Inko in this. There are some definite moments where he's reverting to like a shit version of Inko that should not exist by this point in history. Oh, man. Olivia was making soup. Oh, is she also making hot dog shit tomato soup? It's fucking tomato soup. Tomato has a fucking flavor. How does it become so bland? How the hell do you make meatballs in tomato soup and it tastes like nothing? How? Oh, God. Why can't I have anything? Why is my weekend such shit? I'm so mad. Anyway, oh man, I love having soup. I love having soup. God, longer term problem is that I got a problem with my nostrils. I just can't breathe very well. I don't know why. Anyway, Olivia's making soup. Either way, it was my cooking and she disliked her frozen goods, sometimes delivery. When we had the money to spare. How expensive are her supplies? After that, I finally continued to watch them. Old school horror movie with me. Olivia was drawing stuff on her sketchbook, sitting back in the recliner, far away from us. When Mr. Hoffa was too focused on the movie, I peeked at her. All I get to see some Bates is the one she had in high school. She had multiple ones. This is the one she used the most. Is it her pornography sketchbook? Is it the one she doesn't want other people to see because it contains the pornography? And now there's still empty space inside. Because she's been erasing everything. It's just been layers and layers of paper. Dust in the wind. Taylor's wagging. I appreciate that everything is going so much better now. I appreciate that all problems have been solved by threatening to abuse the abuse victim. I filled the soup with painkillers. Oh, you don't need pain. Actually, I want to beat you before you pass. Oh, you want to spend more time with me. God, I'm so fucking mad. I cannot explain how fucking mad I am. God! It feels like so many little things, right? So many little goddamn things. Man, who the hell decided to do a Duke Nukem 0-hour recomp anyway? Who is this all-American hero? I know this movie I never watched it myself. Hello, blogs. Praise. Shut up! Inko's goddamn obsession with online activity is not relevant to this fucking plot. It's relevant to Inko in like a conceptual sense, but it's not relevant by the time ending 2 hits its ending, basically. Jesus fucking Christ, can we stop it with the fucking, Star Wars is bad now. I get it. You have 2 talking points. Go home. I'm not here for this. Jesus. How about you tear down capitalism if you care so much about fucking art? I'm tired, it's past midnight, I can't sleep, so many things on my mind, what do I want to do? I will spend my life in a dead-end office job. I can barely take a day off, even if I get murdered. You get murdered, you think you're going to get a day off of working, somehow you don't. I want to fix this, I want to fix myself, I want to go back to the days of happy the day before that night. Man, that's so long ago, do you even know what the hell happened? As she pulled over the piss. I finally started growing a spine. Hit her with a hammer and go! Hit her with a hammer! Denied Olivia just like I denied Mia yesterday. Hit her with the chair! Close my eyes and let her come closer. She on her knees. I think so. I don't hear no wheelchair. Maybe she won't do anything. She says I feel close to it. Tap a few times on my cheek to get my attention. Alright. Time to walk the walk. Go away, Olivia. We're not together anymore. This isn't right. Olivia, I'm setting boundaries. I'm a big boy now, Olivia. God damn it, Inko. We both know that you want to come back together. Truth be told, I'm here to reassert those boundaries the second you fall over. And he just tumbles off the couch and goes, Olivia, please, I want to go back together again. And she's like, God damn it. Dad, I told you so. Such a loser. The author sucks. This time we're your dad. He ripped my arms off. You don't need your arms to fuck me. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. I told him we separated. Just like my arms are going to be separated from my body. 2 more taps. A bit quicker than last time. Just fucking talk, Olivia. Do I have to remind you the time we got caught by Randy? You couldn't behave yourself aside of the Vale of Deathfall during our supposedly innocent makeout session. All that I was woke them up. Answers is ready. Talk about the cycle. It's the circle of wife. God damn it. Why is he... Oh, it's him. Why the hell did he show up? He didn't... I'm not here to make sure your penis is in your pants, sir. Dude, she was begging for us to take a look. What a sketchbook. Oh, wait. So are you suggesting we should take a look into it? It's unethical. It's full of penises, sir. I don't want to see my penis drawn in HD. I already see it every day. I don't want you to see it either. Shut up, nerd. You want to see it or not? I honestly don't know what to think about this guy. He can't say shut up, nerd, and be like fucking goddamn. What is her dad? Ugh. Hold on one moment. I'm just gonna let out a long groan with him. That's not good for my throat. Olivia, my will is strong. Let's test that. He shows ankle. My will gone. Then you're in. There's no excuses. Ugh. Wait. Why is Damien on all the pages? Why is he shirtless? Oh, this Damien kid looks pretty good. I don't want to be in a throuple. Now, who said you were going to be in a throuple, boy? Who said you were going to be? Oh. She's sleeping with her mouth open, hugging pillows tightly, with all of her limbs including her. How the fuck does she do that? Her knees don't work under. Her legs don't work from the knees down. How does she hug something like that? They're just like flopping. Okay, where do you think it is? How can I know? She wanted you to find it. It's probably like directly on the fucking desk. Regardless of the people, likely she's still. So why are we doing this fucking meta? Like, this would make sense if it was Inko just doing it, or it was the dad doing it and he shows it later. But, like, why are we having both of them? You're sneakier if it's just the commando man who's been in the army. Okay, let's be quick. If she wakes up and realizes that her book is gone, she will kill us both. Alright, bring it over. We open the sketchbook and slowly start turning the pages. Drawing over schools, very plans, guts. I guess it started as a normal sketchbook. It's special though, more was a fortress, next pages. The bed is garden, rough triangle, the decent that too. Must be the summer's end for. You took a picture of that! Why can't there be a picture in here? Why didn't you just put the picture in here like it's a little collage? She's drawing with it as reference. I don't fucking come on. Remember those summer's end, blah blah blah, must be a special day for page aloe vera plants on the corners. Was that an Olivia moment? I don't recall. 11 page, is she a human figure? Yep, that's me. Except you scratched my face with the red ink. I guess I deserved it. It's a voodoo page, so now his face is covered in scratch marks. Flip the page. Mia's almost unrecognizable. The tattoos and piercing. I've seen this one. I remember war page. Olivia and I are hugging. It's right. Open umbrella. Olivia, why have you been sketching our credits sequence? You can't just draw our credits sequence, Olivia. Our first hug. Why the hell is she so fucking backwards? Inko, for fuck's sake. I was born in the 2000s. Why the hell is she so impressed by hugs? Actually, if Inko is 18 in 2016, he'd be born in 2008, which means the dad is probably a 90s kid. Right? Yeah, he's got to be a 90s kid at the minimum if we're going by 18. Just cutting it close, but maybe late 80s. So I was pushing a wheelchair, must be from her view, weirdly enough. These two Inkos are not scratched out. I've never felt like this before. Man, Olivia, could you just write a fucking note instead of being all like, God. Oh my God. Holy shit, a bunch of cringe memories just, oh boy. Hold on, I need to grab onto something. I'm stuck in a cringe storm. Whoa. To the bed, you get both pages are filled. Me, some are scratched out, some are untouched. Think she likes you, dude. Why are you saying dude? You threatened to tear this man's arms off. What are you? Trip to the arcade, details, drawings, blah, blah, blah. Various angles, not a wheelchair in sight. Do we look like a couple? I find it interesting that a wheelchair doesn't get involved too much. One along in this KO Bold. I remember they used to play Jurassic. And they're tripping the arcade. Am I sleeping? Hands on my scalp. Also, why is she fucking drawing shit like it's... Is her phone just full of pictures she took of him surreptitiously? That'd be a fun little thing to do, because then it's like, oh, I always degenerated your art, you know, the art of photography. Meantime, I did all this. How'd you manage to drug yourself? Makes a girlfriend was probably to somehow bad. I keep it in mind. I wish I could be honest. More flowers with them. Why are we having all this fucking character development in page form? Why are we having a fucking photo collage, but it's sketches? This is so lame. Man, this chapter really is just eating shit, huh? It's me, bridal carrying Olivia. I was so happy. If I had a wish, I wouldn't use it on my legs. Ugh. Olivia, that's the rookie move. You always wish for more wishes. And if you can't wish for more wishes... I don't know. What would I wish? It depends on if I'm dealing with a genie who's gonna fuck my wishes over. Because if it's a mean genie, right? I'm not gonna make a wish at all. I'm just gonna go, I'm fine, man. Go do something else with your life. If it's an okay genie, I don't know. Never had a chance to read the note. My ass feels heavy. Heavy as Dad says. I mean, it is late at night. Lying on the floor with a ruined wedding cake. Pick a center. Why are we doing this again? What about a tsundere units? If you will. If I will. If I'm into it. If I think it's okay. Oh man, what does a tsundere genie do? What are the clauses? Do they mess up wishes or not? Anyway, it's extra buff Inco, which is hilarious. Axe smoking, tutor, thank you, Sciatico. Why did he do that? To set her free from him? I don't know. Something about to escape at Haunted Olivia. Well, let's go to get a chance to be the best Peter I've seen. It's in him. You can't just ask characters how they feel about their character development like that. I flipped the page, looking at his face once more. Sketches of the fountain, quality good, and, but still not as good as the earliest sketches. New painting of the fountain near our school. Actually, it's supposed to came here today. Philip promised he had a cut. I don't know. It's like a character development got fucked up or something. Giant ass tower went together with Liz. On the right hand, it's the usual gang, except for Crypt. All wishes must end with comical physical abuse and loud declarations of baka. I mean, I could work with that. I could work with that. We do look like a couple of... I don't like this. This is so passive. This is so lame. It's such a, like, we want to do Olivia's POV, but not really. Thank you for everything. Farewell, make fun of you. Not forgotten. He has a set of wings and is flying above the cloud. He has a set of wings. And he's flying above the clouds. Hey, gang. I just have a really small question. Just a tiny little question, okay? You know, by the way, I wish this was me. I wish the soup was good enough that I actually wanted to have more of it. I had like a small bowl of soup, and I was like, man, I don't want more soup. I don't want more bread. I hate this. I can't believe I paid fucking money for this. So, guys, the Eoticon's got a set of wings. How notable. What a notable trait, right? What a notable trait that Eoticon's wings are spread, that he has a set of wings. What a great way to put it, right? Because we all know that Eoticon is notoriously a character notoriously a character that does not have wings. Yadakan does not have wings. So we must clarify that he has a set of wings. Yadakan, notorious for not having wings. For being... I just feel the urge to point out that you could have just said that he's using his wings to fly above the... Come on, man! I know his wings are like not an obvious character trait. They kind of blend into the background 90%. But come on, man! This is where you lose me, right? This is where it goes from my beans are on the desk. I'm just done. Get out of my house. You're not trying. My dreams have come true. Why should I say to see? But I'm facing. Olivia, have you just written a fucking confessional? Is she gonna confess to a murder at this point? Is she gonna be like, actually, also I killed Mia and she's dead. And then there's Mia. She's dead. God, I'm pissed. Wrong place. Well, I can always just play the BAP. Where's it? Where's the BAP? BAP! That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Beans have gone through death, termites everywhere. Day passed away, day we confessed to each other. Man, isn't it great that we professed love to each other on the day I found out that my girlfriend's, like, the single most important person in her life died? What a great day to propose. Isn't the Ace Attorney mod about Olivia being framed for killing Mia? And they were... Oh, that's fucking great. Real bittersweet. Can't believe it in 3 years. I remember like it was yesterday. I could register the drawing from range. I had to ask her chat about what it is. Except it's Olivia's licking my face. Yes, she does that. I find it hot. Maybe really, Inko, getting licked is really the thing that makes you fucked up? Jesus Christ, Inko, you're so milquetoast. Oh man, French kissing. That's so kinky. Safe to assume that this was drawn after I was fully sealed. There's a lot of time. Truth be told, I just think the line "there's a lot of tongue" is like understatedly funny. There's a lot of tongue. Hope he doesn't decide to kill me. I have no idea what this is. Fucking freaks. It's so funny after you threaten to murder you over that. Isn't it funny? When a woman has sex with a man, it's perfectly fine, but if a man has sex with a woman, you get to murder him. You get to kill him nice and slow. You get to pull out of his fingernails. You get to chop off his fingers into little rings. You get to put those rings into a nice boiling bath of oil, and then you pour the boiling oil into his face, and then you watch as his flesh burns and bubbles, and all the little pustules of fluids glow and burst, and he just stands there screaming, unable to scream as the boiling oil fills his lungs and his chest explodes. It's so fucking funny when a man has sex with a woman, and you get to beat him to fucking death for it. But if a woman does it, oh, she has sexuality. Women can't have sexuality. Fucking hate this. Jesus! It's 2026, motherfucker! Also, Jesus fucking Christ, man, you're in the army. You've seen worse being done between fucking soldiers. I don't need to tell you this. You've almost certainly touched an actual human shit with your bare hands, Mr. Halford. See, that's why I have sex with dudes, less boiling oil. Now, the thing is, if a sex has sex with a sex, if a sex has man with a, if a man has sex with another man, and the dad finds out, he's not allowed to do anything, for reasons that are indescribable. Almost certainly because he's mostly disappointed with his son, and he also wants to kill the other guy, but he can't do both. So he's kind of in an ultimatum. It's kind of similar to finding out that, like, the daughter has sex with another woman. It's like he can't do anything because he can only get mad at a man, but neither of them are men, right? That's how sexism works, is you can deadlock them by being gay. This is why they hate gay people, because gay people just fuck up the whole dynamic. I wish I was kidding, but that's actually the reason. Sorry. It's true. On the left page, it's me and Olivia inside the gala. You mean at the gala? Our first date. Is it really a date if it's like the thing everyone's already going to anyway? It just feel like a date if it's, you know, organized by someone else. Run, run, roo. What? So all I want to say is that the cauldron fatality. Anyway, artists displayed as some sort of auction surrounded by rich-looking people. Oh, it's so much fun. It's pretty funny. Put my camera in a wheelchair and people thought it was some sort of modern art. Really hate those types. So pretentious. Shut the hell up. You're trying to make money selling art, and the other one is doing photography. Do you have any idea how pretentious photographers are? They can charge so much goddamn money. Like, I get it, your expertise and all that, but come on, man. I mean, I guess the real benefit of a photographer is you are hiring someone to just stand around the party and take pictures and, like, constantly be on high alert like a security guard. It's very demanding. And he's supposed to make them look good? Jesus. You know what, $1,000 is fair. Really hope she stops the kisses for the 60th thing. I don't want to be involved with the some notes on the right. Oh my god. Olivia, why the hell did you write your entire character development on a page? We're standing under the moon because that's all the fucking imagery these people can imagine. Olivia has no fucking associations with the moon. Why aren't you at the fountain? We're dancing. I mean, I know the moon is like at the gala through the skylight, but that, you know, I was kind of like the underplayed element. I really liked about Snook Game is that the prom was really low key, right? It was a really low key prom. It felt really human, and then in Wani they make a big fucking deal out of it, like someone like what like St. Hamid doesn't strike me as like a big fancy school with a massive budget though. Game of a dance. I wish I could walk, even if it was for just the night. You make me feel normal. Get yourself a fucking pumpkin, Cinderella. And then Inko opens the window and says, "Hello, everyone. How are you?" I'm like, what the hell? Hello, everyone. My head hurts. This has been drawn before the formal. I can't believe it. I should let her abuse me more. I should go back into this abusive relationship because she made sad art about it. Fuck off. Why? Olivia, for fuck's sake, stop writing goddamn documents. This whole sketchbook, right, feels like it was written to be torn up and thrown around a haunted house as like documents for Inko to find, like a fucking written. Oh man, we're gonna listen to the audio logs, and then the last one is like, oh, the monster can see you if you blink. Jesus. Because I'm not normal. You can't make Olivia the victim. Fuck off. Don't feel normal anymore. She's become aware of the fact that she's evil. Guess this is where she stopped using the sketchbook. No, you're supposed to keep flipping until at the end it's like her face and she jumps out of the book and kills you. Also, you've been having this fucking conversation in front of her. Did you walk outside with the book? I don't fucking care. Also, I like how you were just perfectly okay with the dad looking in on this. God damn, what the hell is this scene? Man, I'm so annoyed. You're writing the events. Okay, we got Clockmaker with some critiques. You're writing the events of the story as if some theoretical E4 and its Olivia were somewhere out there. More importantly, you're writing Inko as if he's aware of that fact as well. He's not. To him, it's a case of a high school sweetheart slowly but surely turning into a bitter, unpleasant, selfish, aggressive, and finally violent person. He doesn't know and will never know that there are different outcomes to his story, which is why him being so fixated on the events of school and prom makes little sense. Yeah, again, why are these people so fucking obsessed with high school? Sure, it may indicate that event as the point where things really went wrong, or maybe when he should have realized the type of person that the baryonyx is. But spending multiple paragraphs of the young man obsessing over a single event reeks of meta writing. It's been 3 years with birthdays, outings, dates, quarrels, and other events aplenties. The relationship is anything but stable and boring. Finally, my cynical side can't help but view her dad's actions as calculated and malicious. He knows full well that no one with a functioning brain would take his broke, jobless, disabled, mean spirited, selfish, abusive daughter and as such gently guides Inko towards reconciling with her. Oh my god, that's such a way to look at it. Holy. Hey, I know my daughter's trying to murder you, Inko, but she can't get a job. Can you just keep providing for her anyway? Unless you're writing Inko, what the lose you. Okay. Wow. I do appreciate the clockmakers. Like, hey, this is kind of weird, right? love that he named the dog fucking a wee wee. Alright, let's take a look at the other comments. If valid points, Inko from the victims and made mistakes and didn't deserve it. It is kind of weird that Inko really, because I guess he does know a nice Olivia, but at this point, that nice Olivia is extremely distant and only exists in the beginning. Xenophile will end in a stalemate. The reason behind this fixation never felt the same again is that they got to get like it's alcohol. It's like alcoholism. He doesn't care about his current sufferings since he believes he will suffer worse. Okay, I'm just gonna focus on Clockmaker's comments because I don't actually care what the author has to say. Telling a man who has crippling codependencies, infinitely weak-willed among his peers, and is completely controlled by your daughter to man up isn't really a recipe for success, is it? To telling a depressed person just stop being sad, or an anorexic person just go grab a hamburger. Once again, I can come off with well eating with useless advice, or him knowing the exact outcome, the Inko will come crawling back. He's Olivia's daughter, to such a role to secure the best possible future for her, which is Inko, who's a much better cat, better person than herself. Also, he's got a fucking fortune waiting for him in his inheritance. Whenever direction would text her, please don't spoil this or equally new chapters on a side note. Literally, the first thing every spousal abuse victim is told or forced to do is put distance between himself and the perpetrator, even if they want to reconcile later on. I'm curious. Well, there's a reason people fucking tell people that. Because it's very easy to romanticize the past once things calm down a little bit. You notice shitty sprite edited by me, so she looks at the moment. Do I want to do chapter 7? I kind of want to jump off a bridge and die, truth be told. Let's see. Clockmaker, let's read his comment first in Chapter 7. Else, like more chapters are released, the following is true. Olivia suffers no negative consequences for her actions. She feel bad about it hardly counts when no aspect of her life is impacted. She still is a well-trained monkey dancing around to her whims. Poor Inko has nobody in his corner from his immediate surroundings, which I guess is one of the points of the overall story. He wants to basically smother people who will put Olivia's best interest first at the end of the day. I don't know if it's a heartwarming feeling of the last few chapters is supposed to be taken at face value or a preparation for something dark. I can't wait to find out. There's a lot of comments about this, apparently. Liz, this is easy one. What are the flaws of the main cast? Okay. Oh, cool. This guy's talking about flaws of characters. Liz, this one's easy to do because some multiple possibilities, especially in two lives. She's a cold and calculated person with a materialistic and indifferent streak. Perfectly aware of how dysfunctional, abusive Inko and Livia's relationship, they decided to keep quiet about it, as well as gaslight Damien to just how bad things are. Did she though? I feel like she mostly just didn't give a shit. They didn't want anything to do with it. Olivia's art is a good source of revenue and clout. Despite the creator's self-critical view, it's been selling like hotcakes. As such, she wanted to continue painting in order for that to happen. It goes to be around, since no other man will pick up such a hot potato and act as its caretaker. At least that's what she thinks. Oh no, we're trying to calculate this as like Liz is in the second tile. Okay, cool. She's been the Cassandra of the cast, trying in vain to have Damien and Randy realize just how bad things are with their goddaughter intervene. After a while, she gave up. That and a few other factors have been slowly distancing herself and Damien, turning their own relationship somewhat cold, at least on their end. Yeah, because he won't listen, I guess. In both opinions, she sees herself as the only real adult in the room, has an arrogant cold streak. In fact, if I were to go the really spicy option, I would have her and Inko growing closer to one another in option 2, since she grows increasingly appreciative and longing towards his warm and caring personality. Ugh. Number 1 feels too evil for Liz. Before the rewrites happened, she was supposed to be a secondary antagonist next to Mia's. It's, I believe, the main reason her personality, she sits as a personality vacuum in the game itself. Huh! Is that really the case? Is Liz originally going to be a secondary antagonist? Interesting. Glad you haven't wasted any virtual paper. I'm on stream just working in the background. That's fine, Scary Dave. Oh, here are the other ones. We got Clockmaker on Damien. He's a quintessential man-child, only in the body of a Chad. He's careless, lacks today's goal, and devoid of any ambitions or concrete plans in the future. Had to be steered his whole life, either by his parents, later on Liz. In the case of Avishun, to be a great dad, but a terrible father. Oh, that's an interesting take. I like that. Could see no wrong in Olivia's doing, in extreme denial about her, to the point to become violent if someone tries to push the issue. is somewhat similar to Samantha Aaron in that he creates a delusional view of the world and refuses to acknowledge anything that contradicts it. Is probably the only one who would buy Inko's explanations about the bite being a result of an accident or Inko's own fault. Sophia is the mother bear archetype. Everything she does is to secure her family's happiness and well-being. If push comes to shove, they always come first, even at the cost of other people. Is longer tired of Olivia's bullshit and her ungrateful attitude, and is relieved to have her out of her lives for the most part. Absolutely thinks Ilka deserves better, but would never push the issue in the fear that she would end up with the Baryonyx as a permanent neat resident. I feel like it would also be because Damien will be opposed to that to some extent. You know, it's like she doesn't want to harm the family, and Damien deserves better, etc., etc. Has a cold attitude towards Mr. Halford, who was a bad father and the major source of Olivia's issues, has, as well as growing to resent him for dumping his daughter on his family's life. Tries to avoid open confrontations and arguments, relying on Randy to be the level-headed voice of reason. And then Randall. Not even Randy. He's just called Randy, man. Who cares what his full name is? Can't just do that, man. You get to walk into my house. I'd pick him as the unironic, straightforward good guy of the entire cast. His flaw, if you could call it that, is that he actually thinks of Olivia as his own daughter, which she isn't. He's been trying to help her, intervene in her life as a father would, which she isn't. That puts him in the position of having to decide throughout the years between his own family's stability and happiness and keeping Olivia around, which in turn at times puts strain on his otherwise happy and loving relationship with Sophia. The thought that Olivia, whom he loves, is a thorn in his family's side is one he is increasingly uncomfortable acknowledging, since it is no longer the case of teenager angst or she'll grow out of it. Interesting. Clockmaker, you're very smart. I'm gonna give you that. You're really picking and pointing out things. So are we doing chapter 7 or not? I don't know, man. I feel like it's unfair to Scary Dave, though. To just kind of bail. Hmm. I don't. I didn't bail. Can't leave this. Poor guy. Poor guy. God, I'm tired. Warsaw was dangerous and was lethal when it was a quick movement. In the heat of that, thinking, you're right. Thank God my husband stabbed me with a kitchen knife during an argument, or we never reconcile differences more appropriate. Very good, CEO. You do this right down the road. He's not incomes of war by simp or simpering wimp, perhaps. His character development seems to be ending to Inko, but more. Inko switching from a carrot to the carrot for a moment. I mean, I really like how Clockmaker is like, if you kill your boyfriend, he wins. Man, I appreciate that Clockmaker is willing to point out that like abusive relationships are very sensitive topics, man. You can't just start fucking typing about it. I'm all for the good end. The question is for whom? You combine the events of E2 for your own story. It can easily be argued that Olivia is much worse than E1 Inko. That is an argument I've seen before. It's probably why people told me to do E2 first. Whatever choose to exercise, she is sad and has an internal monologue. I can't believe I was sad in an internal monologue, but at least I won't get sentenced for murder now. It's a really good point that, like, again, you can't just have people be sad and think that's somehow an answer to the question of what happens next. It's not a punishment to be sad. Your own emotions are not a punishment. Unless you're weird like that. Man, I'm so fucking tired. I think I'm done. I think I'm done, man. If it was Friday, we could do another tomorrow, but I'm just fucking tired, man. So goddamn tired. Crap weekend. Sorry for not being good. Sorry for fucking up. But